They are among the most endearing creatures on Earth. They are also among the most endangered. The giant panda, an animal on the edge of extinction. Only 1,000 left in a shrinking habitat in the mountains of south-central China. 15 years on the endangered species list, with a face that's known around the world.
If we follow this course of driving species to extinction, it isn't just going to impact our children and our grandchildren, it's going to impact humanity for millions and millions of years.
Conservationists say the giant panda may be the best known, but it is just one of more than 11,000 species of plants and animals that may soon disappear from the face of the Earth. Some scientists now claim we're losing one species every 15 minutes.
Species go extinct all the time, they have in the past. The problem is that species are going extinct today at a rate 100 to 1,000 times faster than the average rate of extinction.
Loss of habitat poses the most dire threat to the survival of many species, like the wild orangutans in the jungles of Borneo. There, in the last 5 years, close to 10 million acres have been lost, much of it to logging, and a growing human population moving deeper into the jungle, and using slash and burn techniques to carve out farmland from forest, decimating the population of one of our closest cousins.
If current trends continue, we might be looking at the extinction of the wild orangutan in 10 to 20 years.
The prognosis is similar for the black rhino, a population first whittled away by big game hunters, and now by poachers, who collect as much as $30,000 for a single rhino horn. Extinctions are becoming so widespread, they even extend to the Galapagos Islands, Charles Darwin's open-air laboratory, home to some of the most spectacular and varied wildlife in the world, where in recent years, ships have brought scores of unwelcome visitors, plants, animals, and insects from the mainland. They're called invasive species, and they attack and destroy native wildlife. These giant Galapagos tortoises were driven to the brink of extinction by rats from visiting ships, which ate their young.
It can be a plant, it can be a fruit, it can be a bee or a fly, it can be a frog or a dog. Each one of them in the past have constituted a threat and have already affected the stability of nature in the Galapagos.
The Galapagos is one target of a bold new conservation plan called the Hotspot Strategy. Scientists have identified 25 highly vulnerable regions around the world, hotspots, each with a large concentration of unique plant and animal species. From the Atlantic forest in Brazil, where the golden-headed lion tamarin lives, to the floristic province in California, home of the redwood. The strategy focuses all efforts on saving species in these specific areas.
If we were to save these places, we would save not only about 50% of all species, but we would protect the 50% of species that are the most vulnerable, the most in danger of becoming extinct.
Many conservationists say the hotspot strategy may be a beginning, but is not enough.
It might someday help a few individual species here and there, but it's not a global answer.
That's why in China, scientists are being more aggressive. In the remote Wolong Panda Reserve, biologists are inseminating captive pandas in an effort to bring the animals back, one panda at a time. Last year, a record number of pandas were born in captivity, 8 tiny half-pound babies at Wolong alone. 7 have survived. 7 living symbols of a global effort to secure the future of all species, using the latest in science and technology to stop the extinction of some of the oldest creatures on Earth.